Hello and welcome, my name is Parky and today we are playing some more Spore, and you meet me back on planet Palkistan, or Omnistan actually, completely wrong place, where we have finally completed most of the game. We're going into the space stage, which is the longest part of the game, and apparently you guys want to see a little bit of it, so I think I'll oblige. However, today what we are going to be doing, we're going to be advancing to space stage, checking our history obviously, and seeing what benefits we've gained because of our purely industrious and economic timeline, I suppose you could call it. So we're traders, basically, so I think it's going to be much the same in space stage if we want to take over planets. Obviously, this might affect how the game actually works, because the game actually spawns in other races based upon, you know, your traits personally. So because we're industrious, there'll be a lot more industrious nations in space. Although there'll probably still be quite a few that want to kill us, as normal. We'll soon see. But we need to, before we even get into space, we need to actually create a spaceship, so that's what we're going to be doing first. Now, I'm not really sure what I'm making, if I'm honest. People told me a whole variety of things, and yeah, not sure. Not sure if any caught my eye particularly. There's one which I suppose we could try out, which was the blimp idea that someone had, just because they saw the blimp in the last stage and wanted me to make a blimp. Simple as that, really. But I don't know whether there's actually a suitable shape for that or not. I mean, we could try the oval and then see if we can stretch it. Yeah, that sort of works, doesn't it? But yeah, it's not going to be very big. Of course, what we could... Tell you what, this actually be quite interesting. You know, if you've seen Wall-E... Okay, stop winding out, please. If you've seen Wall-E, we could make like an Eva. Maybe not, though. That would be a bit silly. Right, okay, so aside from that, there weren't really any other suggestions. So, I mean, we could do a TARDIS. Someone said a TARDIS, but then... I don't know if that's going to be too difficult to make, if I'm honest. We could make like a floating city, someone said. Although I'm not sure again whether that's going to look any good. God damn it, people, why didn't you come up with good ideas this time? I was relying on that, because I'm lazy. Right, okay, well... So, oh, I see, right, okay. Is this actually going to have any bearing on what happens? I don't think so. Right, well, whatever. So let's have a little look at these, because this might give us a good idea as to what we could actually make it look like. I quite like these plasma jets. Guided thrust. I want these on it, and they kind of look like something from Star Wars. So maybe we'll go along those sort of themes. Okay, now I'm thinking we could do something maybe with this. Now, I'm a keen fan of Stargate, so if that gives you any indication as to the sort of thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be making a Wraith glider. Because it just came into my head right now. And I sort of think this kind of looks like one, the shape anyway. So we're going to be using this. It's not going to be very themed, I suppose you could say. You could argue that it's just sort of like a generic spaceship, but I quite like it. So we're going to make it quite big as well, because big is good. I'm going to move it forwards, so we can actually put some jets on the back and other stuff. In terms of the cockpit, technically they don't have a cockpit because they just fly through psychic ability, but what we're going to be doing is we're going to put one on, because I think it will look good. So I think we might just put that on. Maybe raise it up a little bit. And maybe twist it forwards. Like so. Looks alright, I suppose. It feels a bit generic though. I'm not sure whether I like this. What I liked about the last playthrough of the space stage I did was I had a spaceship boat. It was nicely themed. No, let's do something more interesting. Let's do something more interesting indeed. Sorry, I know I've rambled for like the last 4 minutes, but that's how it goes. You've got to get this sort of thing right. So, now if you also know from Stargate, there's the Uri, or whatever they're called. I haven't actually... Uri? I haven't watched it for years. But they sort of had like horseshoe-shaped ships, didn't they? So maybe we'll do something like this. So we're going to do that. I'm going to see... Can we put a ball just floating? We can indeed. Now that would look quite cool, I think. So we're going to have a ball floating inside this. Like so. Could argue it's a bit weird, but I like weird. So we're going to do that. Now what happens if we do this? Okay, it makes it wider. This one brings it up like this. Well, that's a bit odd, isn't it? I kind of like it though, strangely. What does this one do? Okay, no, we don't want that. Okay, we're going to keep it like this. This is the main shape of the spaceship. Then we're going to have a cockpit. And the cockpit, I think really we need to have one of these on the ball. Maybe not though. Maybe we could just put one sort of there. No, I don't like this now after all. We're going to put this, but make it smaller. Like so. Yeah, why not? Why not indeed? And aside from that, I think what we're going to do is we are going to... Perhaps actually we could put some more along here, couldn't we? But I think I might just hold off on that for a second. Now I want to put some of these, just because that looks really cool. But at the same time, it is kind of... no, it's a bit big, isn't it? Sticks out quite a bit. So maybe if we put them here and then sort of sort them out a little bit so they face backwards. That looks alright. I don't mind that so much. Yeah. It looks a bit weird how the cockpit's facing downwards, but at the same time I do sort of like it. So we're going to do that, and then we're also going to put maybe a couple of these, but make them a tad smaller because they look a bit big. Like so. Okay, okay. I'm liking it. And aside from that, I want to make the ball look like it's hovering in some sort of gravity field. So what we're going to do is we're going to put, I think, a couple of these on either side, just to make it look like they're the things stabilising the ball. So we can actually get them like so. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so that's holding the ball in place. But then we need something on the ball itself to actually hold... Actually, no, they're not in a very good position at all, are they? Maybe if we bring them down like so. That's the problem. It's a bit of an odd shape, this ship. Actually, no, I tell you what, I'd prefer having these on the ship itself, holding the ball, like so. Yes, okay, good. I like that. And then we'll have one here as well. And we're going to tilt it downwards as well, so it actually faces the ball. Yeah, I quite like it. I quite like it. It's okay. I've seen better, but it's okay. And we're going to put all these down the sides like so, because people need places to look out of. Make them a bit smaller as we go along. This is very important, making the ship look good. Very important indeed. And actually, this sort of reminds me of... This is kind of like a horseshoe shape, because these are like the studs in the horseshoe. Very interesting indeed. Okay, now aside from this, I kind of like a big fusion coil thing on the back as well, just because I think it would make it look a bit better. So let's get one of those. I don't know which one would possibly be best for this. I suppose we could do something like this. That's quite cool. I like the lighting effect. Oh, God, blimey. Yeah, we're going to put this on the back. Make it a bit smaller, though. Yeah, why not? Why not indeed? And then aside from that, these don't really make any difference whatsoever. It's just aesthetics at this point. We could put some lights on this. Don't think it'll look very good, though. It's a shame, actually, we couldn't just get like a big one of these and put it in the middle, because that would look even better. Unfortunately, you do actually have to attach it to something. Well, I suppose what we could do is put like a tiny orb at the bottom and then put a big one of those on top. But I don't know. I think it would look a bit weird, if I'm honest. So yeah, we're not going to do that. Aside from that, I think we just want to put some more lights around it. Maybe put some lights on the end of these horseshoe bits. That might look good. Maybe not, though. I suppose we could put these on. Quite like those there. Yeah, why not? Okay, then we'll put some around the outside as well. Because I'm obsessed with lights, basically. Okay, so twist. Let's rotate it this way a little bit so it actually fits on properly. There we go. And then aside from that, I think I don't really want to overclutter it too much. Let's see what it looks like with a colour scheme on. I don't like the yellow. The green looks quite funky. I quite like the green. Although I'm not certain. Not completely convinced by it. God, that is horrible. Why would you choose that? This is kind of cool. Isn't this a theme I use for the spaceship as well? The literal spaceship ship. I think it was. And I'll tell you what, we're going to go into the individual painter now and paint this a different colour. Because I want that to stand out a little bit. Now I just want to find a texture that looks vaguely like... Oh yeah, this could be... Quite like that. I want it to look as if it's glowing though, but I don't think we can probably achieve that very well. No, let's not have that. Well, that did look kind of cool. Did look kind of cool indeed. No. Oh, God, no. Okay, look, what we're going to do, we're going to leave this like... Oh, dear. Come on, brain. What are you going to do? Make a decision. Make a decision. I'm sure everyone's getting really pissed off. Quite like that. I'm just going to go with that. Although this might look good. Alright, look, we're going to do this. Just do that. Bloody hell. Alright. Horseball. Horseball. Space Edition. God. Okay, right, there we go. This is our spaceship. Why not indeed? God, we got there eventually. It took a bit of dithering around and deciding, but I suppose it sometimes does, doesn't it? But I kind of like the look of it. It's very unusual, and I like that it has like a ball in the middle for no apparent reason. Am I going to get to see the spaceship? Oh yeah, here we go. Wonderful. Looks a bit weird from this angle. I like it though. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that actually. It's not anything like anyone else, but there we are. Liftoff. You've successfully developed a ship capable of spaceflight. The heavens beckon, the cosmos awaits, the universe is at your fingertips. If you can learn how to fly this thing. Name of your captain. Captain Spork. Spork. Okay, welcome to the pinnacle of existence, the final frontier, the wildest west. Space. You control the ship, and from this vantage, lead your race from planet-bound civilization to vast galactic empire. Let's look at how you progress. This bar tracks your progress towards badges you earn, as well as your proximity to the centre of the galaxy. Mission control on the planet's surface is anxious to speak to you. Let's learn how to communicate. Short-range video communicator is your contact to those on the world below. You must be in the planet's orbit to open the line, even. A flashing signal means you have an incoming transmission. Okay, so we've seen all this before. Congratulations, cadet, you got a nice new ride, blah, blah. Blah, yes, so come in. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to fly through the things, fly through the rings, and get this out of the way. I do actually quite like the spaceship, I have to say. I'm getting good at these designs. It's from all the practice, the many hours I've pumped into Spore on my channel. Oh, god damn it. He says missing every single orb. Yep, there we go, good job. Needs to be a bit lower. My perception of height is very questionable. It's like nothing in that city. Why is it... Yeah, whatever. Do they reset the cities? I think they have, you know. That's a bit weird. Why would they do that? They reset my main city. Well, there we are. There's nothing much we can do about it. We can add more to it in the future. I think what I want to go for straight away this time is the, what are they called? Like the planetary defense drone things? The ones that fly around and have infinite health? Those are really good. I'm going to get one of those. Good job, cadet. With flying like that, you'll make captain in no time. What do you want me to do next? Okay, we're going to scan the planet and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we're going to do that. We know all of this, so it's fine. Okay, scan the missing species. There we go. Where are you? He's over here. Okay, scan, scan, scan. There we go, perfect. So that should now be all before we can go into space. Should be, anyway. What do you want me to do next? Quite valuable, need to examine the species, blah blah blah. Oh yeah, okay, so we're going to abduct one of them and dump it in a city. I think it's these ones, isn't it? Right, okay, so let's beam them down. There we go. I'll just get rid of all of these for now because I'm not too interested in carrying them around. Okay. Measurably fine work, Cadet. You have provided us with an excellent specimen to research. Probe twice, abduct once, I always say. What do you want me to do next? It's apparently infected, spreading a disease at an alarming rate. So basically we're going to kill all of them. Right, okay, so let's go and use the mini laser. And zap these ones. There should be a couple more, perhaps over here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Doesn't matter that there's still apparently loads alive, but whatever. Laudable job, you're the right stuff. You've earned your homeworld's respect and confidence. We want you to pilot the spaceship and lead our race forward into the galactic exploration and glory. You've earned the badge and title of captain, blah blah blah. Thank you very much. Well, let's buy this then, shall we? Captain, get out of your spandex suit. We're sending you on a space journey. We expect you are not alone in the galaxy. We've picked up a strange radio signal from planet Tachymesty in orbit around our home star. We want you to investigate. Okay, goodbye. There we go. So we've got our interstellar drive. It pains me to start the space stage again after we got so far in the last one. But I suppose we can do it. Okay, so we've earned the title and badge of captain. Okay, so we know all about the collections badge thing. We can deal with all this later. Blah, blah, blah. Might as well just kill all the species on the home planet. Die! Okay, so we're going to go into space and see what is there for us. Oh, that's weird. Did you see that texture popping? Look, they're loading in. Very strange. Okay, so it's on this planet. So we're going to investigate the surface. I think I might know what's going to happen. Strangely, having played this game 5 times before. Showing is something up on the ship's radar. Good job, brain. Oh, it's a ship. Some kind of galactic map. It's a crashed spacecraft, and it's emitting a strange radio signal. Fly over to it and use the scan tool to investigate the crash site. Or is it over here somewhere? Oh yeah, there we go. Right, scan. How odd. Aliens, but no sign of life. Looks like they drew some kind of cryptic map before they died. Wait, the wreck has been triggered a transfer beam. Some items are coming aboard. Blimey, I wasn't expecting that shit. Oh dear. I like how that sort of warped into the orb there. Missiles in an interstellar drive, which seems to have an unknown star's coordinates programmed into it. The wreck's damage looked like it came from a flight. This ship must have been sent from other planets to get help. Oh dear, how strange. Okay, right, so now we've got a better interstellar drive and some other stuff. Okay, so I want us to leave the solar system as well. So there we are. The interstellar drive from the wreck is responding to a beacon from a nearby star that matches the coordinates in its memory. This must be the home planet. They may still be needing help. Okay, well this seems like a good place to end it. If you've enjoyed the episode and my rambling for another time, then please feel free to leave your support in the comment section below. Also leave likes because they particularly help support the series, and let me know that you want to see some more. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Awkward. Awkward goodbye. Awkward.